up, everybody? It's your girl, Sophie back here on Sophia's Football Talk. I tried to see if the sound will sound a little bit better if I move the mic more so in the middle. So do let me know if this sounds good or if it sounds like, okay, a bit off and I should probably move it away. But let your girl know. But big up though, we're here with yet another Afcon reaction stream, and today's Afcon quarterfinals did not disappoint by any means. Lord have mercy. I was utterly entertained. We had, of course, the earlier kickoff, which was Mali versus Ivory Coast, with Siko Fofana with a late goal right before it was about to be penalty shootouts in that game, and which then saw Ivory Coast to go through. While in this game, which was of course Cape Verde versus South Africa, the Bafana was able to do it in a penalty shootout with. We need to put some respect on this guy's name. Ronwen Williams, this goalkeeper, saved 4 out of 5 penalties. First and foremost, some of the penalties I did feel like from Cape Verde was a bit poor. We'll talk about it, but he definitely 100% saved their asses. 100%. But before we fully dive into this game, or both of the games, I should say, and dissect them, make sure that you, of course, give this video here a big thumbs up. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. It literally really does help. So that's why we do ask for likes. Also subscribe indeed. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen. Feel free as well to join the SFT membership. Earlier today, I did post a early access membership video as I put out my final Premier League predictions. So check that out. It is available now for everybody else, but do check it out. And do let me know what your as well underneath that video. Big up to one of my members, Twalumba. Hope you're doing well. Says total madness. These pens, my friend, 100%. It was utter madness. Literally utter madness. I'm shocked. But hey, Ivory Coast are the luckiest mob bugs. Yes, 100%. Let's you know what the game that we have right now that just ended. We'll talk about that first. So, and do let me know your thoughts. So, Cape Verde versus South Africa, 0-0 throughout. 0-0. There were a lot. Hey, do not get twisted. There were a lot of chances for both teams. I felt really, in my humble opinion, both teams were playing some really good, entertaining football. It was just the actual final third that was lacking, either the fact that, they were kind of skying the ball way over, or maybe the goalkeeper put a save into it. But either way, obviously, when it's 0-0, the goals, obviously, of course, were lacking. But doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't an entertaining game. I still was utterly entertained. I did say, I think this is going to be a good game, which it was. We were just lacking the goals. But hey, we got them in the penalty shootout, may I add. And that, to me, with getting into that extra time, still no goals, but there were opportunities as well. Definitely a lot from Cape Verde in that extra time to 100% be able to win it. But once again, the quality at the end was just not there. And once we got into the penalty shootout, it was Cape Verde with the first penalty. It was actually Bebe, former United player. Yeah, that penalty was not good. And Ronwen, I believe it was, the South African goalkeeper, saved that very easily. And, then it was a very good shot, a finish by a South African player right after that. And then Cape Verde missed again, but it was more so with the goalkeeper saving it. Once again, this South African goalkeeper also saved a couple of shots even prior to this penalty shootout. Big up to Jarvis, another member, fellow Norwegian. Hope you're doing well, Jarvis. Big up to you. Evening indeed. I mean, right now we're past midnight, but hey, but big up though. So with the penalty shootouts, this guy saved 4 out of 5. And in the way that he did, he just so commanding. Wow, he did it. Should we talk? Should we just, where does he play for? I'm just checking for a friend. Where does Ron When Williams play for? He plays for Mamelodi Sundowns. Okay, where are they? Oh, they're in the South African League. Okay. We can talk. All I'm saying, I just want to talk, Ron When. I just want to talk. I just want to holler, see if you want to fancy yourself going to the Prem or something. I'm just, that's all I'm going to say. I just want to talk. Because seriously, man of the match in this game, 100%. There's a reason why I need to have him in the thumbnail. Because, he showed up for his nation when it mattered. The Cup Verde, big up to you put up a great fight. But at the end, you need to work on the penalty shootouts, though. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But now South Africa is into the semifinals, and they will be meeting Nigeria, which I also think is going to be a very good game. At this point, like with Tolumba saying here, Nigeria versus Ivory Coast in the final, it's written, you know what? I'm not going to be shocked if that happens. I mean, if I remember correctly, they were actually were they not in the same group? No. Nigeria had Wait a minute. No, they were. Let me double check here. Were they in the same group? Wait a minute. Let me double check. Wait. Pretty sure they were Group A, Afcon. I'm pretty sure they were both of them were in Group A, actually. Yes, they were. I was right. Yep. Thank you, Tyler. Yes, they were. I was like, I just feel like it's been so much happening in this tournament, which I'm not complaining about, may I add. It's been a remarkable, amazing tournament, and I've been extremely entertained. I mean, we have literally it's going to be a week, and then it's done, next Sunday. That's when the final is. And at this rate, we might potentially see a Nigeria Ivory Coast final. And that could be very epic, but I'm not going to disrespecting the teams that they will be facing, of course, as it stands. Like I said, Nigeria will be facing South Africa, and anything can happen. And DR Congo will be facing Ivory Coast. But I'm not going to lie, after just watching that Ivory Coast game prior to this one, I just felt like, you know what? At this rate, at this point right now, I'm not going to be shocked if Ivory Coast goes all the way and win this freaking final. They're at home turf. This can, in a lot of ways, be like when Portugal, and somebody said this also in, I think, one of the prediction videos that I did. Might have been the round of 16 potentially video, maybe even the quarterfinals. Either way, that person in particular was saying, they might be able to go all the way and do how Portugal did in the Euro Cup when they won it back in 2016, where they started with, not doing so well in the group stages, but then in the knockout rounds, they went all the way and did it. Big up to Hano. Congratulations to your South Africa team. Hope you're doing well. I think it's going to be a good game, and big up to y'all. This is 2017. Hugo Bros won it with Cameroon. Quarterfinal. Senegal 0-0 Cameroon. 45 on Pence went through. Could he do it again? Maybe. You never know. But seriously, though, I've been very impressed. And I know that in the quarterfinal video that I posted, there were definitely some people in the chat that felt like maybe a lot of us might be not necessarily. Some people might have said like disrespected, and not in no way, shape, or form has it ever been my intent to make it seem like I'm disrespecting South Africa. No way. I was just saying from what I've seen, I just felt like maybe Cape Verde will be a bit too strong. But to be honest, it was very even with both teams. Both of them had a lot of chances. But in the penalty shootout, one guy really stepped up, and that was the goalkeeper for South Africa. It's that simple. Very that simple. Literally. Big of the Jar says the players were too erratic. No wonder so many of the penalties went away. Yeah. South Africa didn't look good either. I believe Nigeria is a huge favorite in the semifinals. I hear you. But I do think that South Africa could do something. They could. They could. But to be honest, though, I probably will maybe fancy Nigeria to go through. But I'll save that for, obviously, right after I'm done with this live match reaction. I will be then filming and editing the semifinal prediction so that we'll post that one for you guys on Monday. So yeah, but you never know. Anna says Williams, my keeper, captain as well showed up. Yes, my captain saved 4 penalties. Bafana going through into the semifinals. Once again, congratulations. That is huge. That is huge. And I don't think anybody should think that Nigeria in any way will be walking all over them because, you never know. I think it can be a lot closer than most people think, in my opinion. Jarvis, I agree, says Afcon has been a fantastic tournament, so entertaining. It has been, I keep saying this, but I have to say it again. It's been such a remarkable tournament. I can't even think how, like the World Cup in Qatar for me was like the greatest World Cup ever, but this Afcon, now it has to be even more entertaining than the Euro Cup, I have to be honest. In so many of these games, I have been utterly entertained. I'm like, whenever there's a little bit of a break, like now, for instance, we're not going to see any games until Wednesday. That to me is a bummer. I want to see more. That's when a tournament has been remarkable and super entertaining. When you're like, no, can we get more games tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Because we're now at the end, of course. It'll be ending soon, but I cannot wait to see next year's Afcon in 2025 when it's in Morocco. I think that's going to be dope as well. I mean, I keep saying this, and I do want to there's a word, but I completely lost my thought. I do want to make this very clear and say it again. This is the Underdogs tournament. 100%. I believe it is. I believe it is. I believe it is. So you never know. Tulu says nobody deserves this Afcon. They have all been bang average. No one has really shown a high level. The thing is, let's be honest. Quality. A lot of these teams have not been like, wow. But it's the magic of the way, which we will be diving into very soon, with how Ivory Coast, they freaking, like Tolu says, Ivory Coast, they changed the manager. They sacked their manager and they have an interim manager and they're doing better now. How? They were slapped in one of the group stage games 4-0 by Equatorial Guinea. 4-0. And you were thinking, damn. But they had just enough to qualify, be one of the best 13 teams in the groups. So they qualified. And since then, they've turned things around. Knocked out Senegal, one of the big favorites, if not the favorite, probably the favorites for me at least. And now, straight at the end against Mali, I know that there were some maybe controversial situations happening in the Mali Ivory Coast game, which we will dive into very shortly. But at the end of the day, I do think Ivory Coast did deserve to go through. And I have a feeling, I ain't gonna lie, I might kind of want Ivory Coast to go all the way, I don't know. After with Senegal, I was like, you know what? There's some type of charm with Ivory Coast. And I've always, been a big fan, of course, with Didier Drogba. yeah, Torre, you know, some of my favorite players of all time. So for me, like I do really like Ivory Coast. And you know what? There's something with we're at home. We're gonna do it for the motherland, for the nation. Maybe, just maybe, they can do it. It's been many, many years since they did it last time. Could they potentially go all the way? And I have a feeling that they can. I just have a feeling. I could be wrong though. Big up to Aaron says, so wow, what a record. I can't believe it. 4 pens out of 5 saved, and all 5 were actually on target. Is that not insane? That is wow. 66.66% pens missed this. Lord have mercy. Toloma says the matches have been entertaining and unpredictable. That's good, but no team has set the tournament on fire. I would still say I think I've definitely heard some thoughts about like Cape Verde here and there. You know, Equatorial Guinea had, they had their moments. Angola, but I think maybe a lot of people prior to Senegal getting knocked out was more so, okay, Senegal, routine win. But I hear what you're saying. George says the level hasn't been the best, and that's fair. But the entertainment, that's the thing. Guys, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm now trying to watch, like, when it comes to knockout football in general, especially with Afcon, it's so entertaining. The fans, I love the how, just vibrant every fans are. Like, I just love it. You know, how diverse the competition. I love it. It's something so wholesome with Afghan. It's extremely entertaining. I love when it during the halftime you get the music. They have the dance competition. Guys, Afghan. No. I'm gonna say it. I believe this is true for me. World Cup and then Afghan. When it comes to all of the different domestic, not domestic, but like the different continental, if that's even a word, competition. I'm gonna say Africa for me is top. That it has surpassed the Euro Cup. Don't get it was a Euro Cup. I still love it, but Afcon, no, no. And like Lil Yo-Yo says, so many memeable moments in Afcon. Just now in the Ivory Coast Mali game, the Mali coach had, I don't know if it was a assistant coach or something, poured water on his bald head. That's a memeable moment. Guys, when where? Which other competition will we be getting this type of content? These type of and the guy that was, being a bit like, okay, what was it? Rizzing up, as the kids say. One of the ladies in was it the Senegal Ivory Coast game? I think it might have been. And she was like, Uncle, He was like, yeah. Uncle, no. I'm just here to watch a game, Uncle. No. It's goated. It's goated. Big up to MIREs. Hope you're doing well. Says, happy about my country. Now we're facing Jollof. Jollof Rice FC. Now that's funny. That is funny. Please get your South Africa shirt on Wednesday. Sofia and one by Nigeria. I have my orange ready for the fun. I actually don't have a South African. I actually don't even have. I might need to. I do want to get myself get some, African national kits, shirts and stuff. Really want to get like some retro Cameroon kits. Ooh, the one with no sleeves. I need to get that. Ivory Coast, Ghana, Senegal, Nigeria. Ooh, yeah. For me, Nigeria will win it. Lookman is on fire and Osherman is about to shut. You know what? Lookman? He's been showing up, He's been showing up. Don't forget Copa America, to be fair, to just under Africa. I'd say, remember when Chile won it? Oh, yeah. The thing with Copa America, because of the time zone, sometimes some of the games be like in the middle of the night. I'm sorry with all I'm not waking up 3 a.m. to watch the games. I'm not going to do that. So that's the only thing that's a bit like, I'll see the highlights, but time zones make it a bit more difficult. But then again, the World Cup in 2026, it will be that's gonna be long. We'll see. Leo says you need a Somali shirt. I actually do have a Somalia jacket, like a jerk. Yeah, like a jacket. I do have that. Might need to. I might. You know what? We might need to bring it on for the final. You might need to do that. Big up to Mile High Hotspurs. Big up. Hope you're doing well. Don't be surprised if you get us in the final. Says MIE. Uncle was looking for his third. What? Lil Yo-Yo? It might have been his fifth. Big up, Gary. Hope you're doing well. All my favorites are out, Sister Lumba. Who are you then maybe rooting for now? Potentially, do let me know. Big up, Chelsea Perspective. Hope you're doing well. Subscribe to Chelsea Perspective. Show them some love. Lukman shows in the international level. I don't know why he can cook in the European club level. I feel like I mean for Atalanta. Yeah, but you know. But I hear what you're saying. Definitely showed up a lot more in international level. Like he scored back-to-back goals in both of the games. Brace against Cameroon, and then a goal in the last one. So agree. Oh, big up to Chelsea Perspective for sending in a super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. When I first went back, oh my god, it might have been a year and a half ago when I went back to doing YouTube again, because I've been doing YouTube for years, but I've taken breaks here and there. Then when I went back, try to make content again, Chelsea Perspective invited me to a Chelsea Man United type of preview, if I remember correctly, and it was a blast. So I appreciate that. So thank you. Big up to your friend. I hope that you're doing well. Blessings to you and your loved ones. Much love. Big up once again. Thank you for your wonderful donation. It does really go a long way. So thank you. But yes, so let's dive a bit more into the actual, my lord, Mali Ivory Coast game. I literally wrote a lot of notes on my computer right here. So 12th minute, Mali should have potentially have gotten a penalty, but the ref was like, nah, it wasn't offside. But to be honest, shortly after, they did get another penalty, which definitely was a penalty. But that penalty was missed. Very poor finish. Goalkeeper and the Ivory Coast goalkeeper could save that very easily. And then in the 44th minute, we had a Ivory Coast player, Kusunu, I believe it is. Odilon Kusunu. Apologies if I'm butchering the names. He got himself sent off because he got a second yellow card. So they basically had a full-on half where they were playing with 10 men, Ivory Coast. And I was thinking, dang, Mali could actually do it. Mali could go all the way. So we got in the 73rd minute, Mali 1-0. Nene Dorikeles with a wonderful striking goal. I was like, what? Way outside of the box, man. I was like, excuse me. Why did some of the goals in this Afcon tournament? By the way, I believe it's broken record with the amount of, I think it's scored like 100 plus goals have been scored in this Afcon. We're not even we're getting into the semifinals, by the way. But this was actually even prior to the quarterfinals, where it was 100 plus goals that's been scored during the group stages and in the round of 16. Wow. And that goal in particular, immense. Wow. But in the 89th minute, we had Brighton winger Adingra, who was, by the way, a substitute. And by the way, Nene was also a substitute. So both of the substitutions for either teams, or for both teams, I should say, scored a goal. So Adingra showed up. He scored a goal, which was, hey, that gave them, put them into the game still. And they were still, even though they were 10 men down, they still had moments where they were getting into, and when I say they, I'm referring to Ivory Coast, where they were getting into positions here and there, but they just weren't able to finish the dinner. But so I just thought that was a bit commendable. But let's be honest, Mali had lots of moments, lots of opportunities to end this game, to win it. How are you? You got a penalty early on. You missed the penalty. And then right before halftime, the opposition got a man sent out. How come are you not being able to capitalize of that? Take a proper advantage off of that opportunity. Y'all didn't, so that's on you. That's something that they have to, of course, take responsibility of. But then right after that, we went to extra time, of course. In the 122nd minute, may I add, this were just a few seconds before we were going into a penalty shootout. I was like, dang, it will be a penalty shootout again for Ivory Coast. Nope. Seko Fofana said, no, no, no. Hold my beard cream, because he has a really wonderful beard, by the way. May I add, he has a great beard. He bald, but great beard, Nothing wrong with being bald, by the way, but he got a great beard. So he was like, hold my beard cream, because castor oil, whatever I used to grow out my beard. I don't know what y'all, I don't got a beard, so I don't know what y'all use, but he said, hold that. I'm going to score. And that's exactly what it did. It was from a wonderful free kick, and he got the end of it. Bam! Scored. And it set the whole stadium on fire, to the point where Diakate, I believe, got himself his second yellow card. He completely forgot, dang, I can't take off my shirt and celebrate because I'm on a yellow card. And that resulted into him getting a red card. I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that makes me really annoyed, one of the most ridiculous rules, is the fact that players be getting yellow cards for taking the shirts off. And I know maybe it could be like, okay, it takes a bit longer with the celebration, yada yada yada. I hear it, but there's something with, I ain't gonna lie, like thinking back on like when Cristiano Ronaldo back in the day like took off his shirt like with Real Madrid and be like, Dusan Tadic against Man United took off his shirt, took his shorts a little bit down. We saw his boxer briefs and he was like, Urgh. Obviously he was against my team, but still, you know what I'm saying? And having, other players throughout the times taking off the shirts. Yay! In the World Cup of Nigeria, Oshola, Nigeria, took off her shirt. I was like, yes, sis. Chloe Kelly for England, scoring a winner in the Women's Euro a year and a half ago. Take off her shirt. Woo! Yellow card for that? No. There's something so like raw and just beautiful with just, just, it's so passionate. And I just feel like we're taking that passion away. I know you can celebrate in so many other ways without having to take off your shirt, but there's something just so deliberating. Phew, spread your wings, caca. I do think that the rule is ridiculous, in my humble opinion. But either way, they solidified it. But you were thinking, okay, yeah, that's probably enough drama for today. No. So after all of that, once Fofana did score and Diakate got himself sent off, there was opportunity for Mali to, let's be honest, it probably should have gotten the corner, but the ref instantly blew the whistle, and then it was kind of like a scuffle. Some of the Mali players got really upset, so they were really in the referee's, I believe it's the Egyptian referee's face, and he tried to like push them away because some of them were being a little bit aggressive, and there was a player from the Ivory Coast bench that got himself sent off because I believe he pushed one of the Mali players. So they will be missing 2 players in that semifinal, Ivory Coast, and they will meeting no other than Nigeria. So once again, to sum it up, how the semifinal will be played with the 2, how the fixtures will be. We will be it's going to be played on Wednesday. So of course we will be doing a live match reaction straight after and talk about those games as a whole. But you got Nigeria versus South Africa, which is the first game. And then I basically have to watch that game on my way home, or at least first half, since it's literally like not that many minutes after I'm done at work. and it takes me almost an hour to get home from work. So yeah, but it is what it is. And then DR Congo versus Ivory Coast. So I think both of them are going to be some very, very good, interesting games indeed. And I cannot wait. We'd love to hear your thoughts as well in the comment section before we slowly wrap up. Once again, big up to Chelsea Perspective for sending in the super chat earlier. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you do subscribe to Chelsea Perspective. Show them some love. Let me read here. Was Ahmed called up? No. Twalumba, I'm pretty sure he was not called up because at the time he was still injured. I'm pretty sure that's the case, that he was still injured when he was called up. So yeah. Hannibal, yep, Hannibal was called up, but he decided to not go because of the loan moves and because he wanted to go like with Sofia, yada yada yada. Obviously, that hasn't fully worked. To me, I think that's a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Not that they went really far, but still, go and show for your country, but maybe not everybody feels that way. But yeah, I think we're just going to end it here. I will be back with not one, but 2 live streams tomorrow. So the first one will be Man United versus West Ham. I beg and hope that Man United win. Do check out the preview that I did yesterday. Make sure you check it out and comment your prediction down below as well. And of course, we will be doing a live match reaction for Inter versus Juventus in the Serie A. We like to diversify the content. I will also be watching Man United women's game, but it's going to be literally done right before our games, the men's game starts. So I won't be able to do a reaction, but I will be watching it. So Man United women will be facing Brighton women. So I will be checking it out. Big up to Lumba, big up Jarvis. I feel like, I definitely got to end this stream because I feel like my voice is cracking. Big up Jarvis, big up MRE, big up Chelsea Perspective, big up Aaron. Who else been here? Big up Lil Yo-Yo, big up Gary, big up Mile High Hotspur. Yeah, big up, the people that's been a big up Hannah, Tyler. Yeah, big up to those of you who've been here. Yes, indeed. Like before we go, like. If you watch this on a replay, do let me know your thoughts about both of the games in the comment section right now. I actually have to literally be you know what? I might actually, should I maybe save it to tomorrow so I can take a break now and just rest up? You know what? I think I'll do that. I'll rest now and then I'll film my prediction for the semifinals and post it for you guys on Monday because voice needs a break. We're going to be doing so many streams throughout this whole week. You got to take a break when your body says so. But have a wonderful time wherever you are in the world. Everybody, thank you so much for supporting your girl. Feel free to, of course, join the SFT membership. The link is in the description box and pinned in the chat. We will be adding some more emojis as we've gotten a couple of new members recently. And do subscribe as well. We're still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's join the party. Big up to Daz. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. And we are out. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.